cycle analysis, where we look at the energetic rhythms in the market and identify repeating patterns and use a lot of the nuance that we see in there and a lot of the principles of this type of analysis to help us forecast in both price and time. Pretty unusual compared to other styles of analysis. We're going to start with light crude that you can see right in here, and this is what a positive pattern looks like. So what we're looking at here, notice these green phasing in here. This cycle right in here, this minor cycle, is completed. Now that came right on time, and you can see that right in here. That's the way it's shaped up. This is the ideal shape right in here, and this is the real shape right in here, positively configured. When the minor cycle does that, the odds are high that the next rally will challenge or make a new high, and it did it very fast. Now, the velocity of the move is huge, and normally the highest velocity periods come in the declining portion of the cycle and the rally portion of the cycle towards those, the end of the decline and the beginning of the advance. So, and you can see the strong velocity coming in there, and that's bullish. Now, the resistance areas that we're looking at are right in here, or those are target areas. This is 68.35. You see there are two intermediate fib extensions in there, and there's one major fib extension in there. So that's pretty much the zone that we're looking at. We'll call it 68.40 to about 70.20 as a very reasonable target over these next couple of weeks. Were there to be missiles flying and responses, there is no telling where this would go. I mean, it could go to 100. It just, in a moment of craziness and panic in the market, it could go up a lot past these levels. If things calm down, then we would expect those levels to hold, not get through there, and maybe even fall short of some of those and then roll over. You can see that basically our forecast is suggestive of the fact that we believe that the worst is not coming, and that it's likely to roll over in that area, and that the next minor cycle pattern, where we're now in this rally, would then roll over in here and then pull down, and then you don't get the next rally period until late May. So the question is it this because of geopolitical problems and the market exploding on the upside, or is it going to roll over in here and follow this pattern that we see here? That pattern right now with the upside velocity is saying that, well, investors are very afraid of the potential in here. So here you can see the daily chart. And this daily chart shows you the perfect harmonicity in the market. This is a harmonic family right in here, and you can see it's made up of three smaller or minor cycles that are following those patterns nicely. The low was due right over here. In other words, this period of correction, it came exactly right, and notice the velocity as it moves up. When you get into the period of two cycles pushing on the upside, you get the greatest potential for upside velocity, and that's what you got here, as it moved easily through that short-term resistance zone right there that was moved through it yesterday, and now is moving up. We don't have this was the old high right over here, 66.66, and you can see it's gotten through that and now pulled back by a little bit, but still above that level, and that in itself is quite a bullish occurrence. And you can see in here that this cycle from this low to this low didn't peak until the middle of the third minor cycle. If you get anything like that, then essentially you're weeks away from this thing peaking in here. Now, this is the key level right over here, and we're very likely to stay well above that level. And for our next time that we have these charts up here, we're going to be putting in some new support and resistance zone. But right now, we're looking at these resistances right in here on the weekly, and then keeping that in mind when we look here on the daily. So it's a long view at light crude, but I wanted to give you a good sense for the overall analysis that we have in here. I'm sure you've noticed my style of charting is different from most analysts. It's called cycle analysis, and I've been studying this style of analysis for 43 years. Now you can learn it. In fact, you can bring this into your own research. I have just finished recording our cycle analysis workshop. These are 20 video modules that are going to take you through a very great step-by-step process to learn this style of charting. You're going to learn how to take a very basic chart that looks, well, like this, and then take it with each of these steps to get it to look like this or this. This is an amazing difference and a ton of information that comes to you off of those charts as you learn to project forward in time and price. Not only are there 20 videos, but there's also over 20 videos that we attach from our video library that are supportive to these lessons. It's going to be a whole different way that you look at charts. In fact, you will never look at charts the same way as you do right now after you take this workshop. It's going to improve your entries and exits, it's going to raise your win-loss ratio, and it's going to greatly improve your odds of success as a trader or self-directed investor. Go to the front page of AskSlim.com, go to the bottom of that page, you'll see a puzzle piece that says Cycle Analysis Workshop, and just click on that and register. You're only going to be able to do that till April 1st to get this 30% discount. After that, we're going to be at full price selling it there. So make sure you get on our waiting list, and once you sign up, then around April 1st, we're going to send you a special link to go to that page for you to get all the information about it and then sign up for that great price. It's a great investment, and it will make a huge difference in your career going forward. Thanks for listening.
I'm going to the city and I'm gonna do a stage show. And I know all my fans wanna learn how to make some dough. I've been